Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. I'm your host, the Game of Darius. I just spent these last, 2.5 hours or so recording stuff, and turned out that my mic was muted. So, thank God for backup saves. Last we left off, I was about to investigate this wondrous little sea watcher place over here. And let me tell you, there is stuff. So let's see if we can't barrel right through those. So these, right up until I actually reach what is actually Baldur's Gate, I will not be belonging to anymore. I will know all the horrible things and secrets and whatnot. So all that's left is the actual combat. So let's hope that that's at least fun again. So this sultry little woman here is Savannah.
I've been looking for strong men like yourselves.
I have a problem that only you could help me solve. Maybe if you told us your name and problem, we could help you. My name is Savannah, and I can make all of you richer than any of you could imagine. I know where the pirate Black Alaric dumped his greatest trove of treasure. Looking at the dynamic and intelligent men before me, all two of them, I know you'd want to join me in a venture to get this treasure. Lost treasure, huh? We're interested. The reason I need so many heroic men is that caverns where I wish to go are guarded by some sort of creature, which kind I couldn't tell you. If you help me, I'd let you share in the treasure. I may be grateful in other ways as well. Alright. Oh, thank you. You won't regret your decision. I know that powerful heroes like you would easily push through any obstacles in your path. Well, we should be off then. From what my map showed, the Pirate Cove is located somewhere along the coast, just south of Candlekeep. So, she is yet another rogue. We already have a rogue. And from what I've seen, she's currently not really equipped with anything. She's only got a dagger. She has pretty much comparable stats to Emmeline, but in general, I think I'll stick with my current party layout. Now, an important thing I had found out is that characters that are not from the expansions actually stay exactly where you left them when they had left the party. And I had meant originally to replace Yeslik once again with Bronwyn. I left Bronwyn in the mines, which were flooded. So, go me.
Yes, dear.
Can I not stay with you even a little longer? Our time together has been quite enjoyable. Ah well, perhaps we shall meet again. So she's got a quest. We have agreed to help Savannah recover a treasure from the talons of some type of creature, monster even. She was most persuasive when requesting our help. The treasure cove is located somewhere along the coast, just south of Candlekeep. I don't know if I will or won't get any experience from her now that she's not in the party that I've done that, but at the same time, kind of don't care.
Pleasure to meet you.
How about you be then? Great adventures, no doubt. I could tell by your hands, stained with magic in effort of hefting a weapon. Such markings might be invisible to the average eye, but I can see them plain as day. I can see a lot plain as day. Careful consultation, perhaps a little old-fashioned palm reading, a little gypsy magic to steer your course straight and true. I see no harm in a little divination on your part. Here's my palm. What does it tell you? Let's have a look now. Interesting. Though you lived a hard life now, your hand tells a softer existence not long ago. I assume that you have recently taken to the road? That's true, yes, do go on. I thought as much. Let's have a closer look now. Back down your lifeline, I see a scholarly influence, and you are well educated. With my whole 10 intelligence. You had a mentor who was a great sage? Perhaps of considerable power as well. Yeah, my foster father, Gorion, was a sage and a bit of a mage as well. Go on. You had a reasonable, happy childhood with him, aside from a little difficulty. My, but you were quite the little hellion. Wonder where that comes from. Let's see what we can't learn about your you back before this rebellion. Further back, I see. Merciful gods. I see a long and happy life for you and yours. 10 gold, please, and I'll be on my way. Wait, what is it you saw? I saw nothing. You will live long and enjoy life, and I'll be gone now. Back from me. You must tell me, please, dear lady. I've told you all I'm going to. Stay back from me. Your life is none of my affair. Fine, as you would have it. Here's this gold you asked for. I changed my mind. I shan't touch it. I take nothing from you. Leave me. So if you keep on pressing her, she will refuse to tell you anything, and in fact try to kill you. Such kind people, those in Forgotten Realms, aren't they? I opted not to kill her this time. I will be using my save that I got from before noticing this whole calamity had happened, but yeah. I'll pretty much just be hitting the high points of what I had recognized. Everything else is either just random encounters or me fiddling with stuff.
Hey, your friend.
Please help me. I don't know where else to turn. My little boy was playing in the abandoned lighthouse to the northwest when a pack of wargs surrounded it. Please just turn them back and I can coax them down. There's not much time. Off we go, heroes to the rescue. So the entire time I was expecting this to be the adventure right here. This lighthouse. No, it's not. Like, I expected, you know, delving up into this thing, but looks abandoned. You peer inside and see only rotting beams and debris. And her child is up in there somewhere. I kind of want to do an insight check, but there's no insight check in this. So, hey, your son's probably safe. Thank you so much. Probably scared him as much as the wargs. I'll coax him down once you've left. Here, this money is all my husband brought back from the market his past week, but take it. My son's life is worth this and so much more.
You saved the day. You're a queer fellow.
Emmeline, level up. That's right. She had next to nothing else and everything else, so I was going to just put it into pickpocket. Because I've been told constantly that if I pickpockets, I will break the economy. And I still don't know how dual classing works. I really need to look that up.
I'm gone.
Well, she gave me her last 60 gold. I kind of feel a little bad for taking it from her, I ain't gonna lie.
We do good. This is my clan was long ago.
I do good, don't I? Oh. Wargs come for vengeance.
Get over here.
Wargs come to die. Cleave, cleave, cleave the goddamn wargs. Yep, that wasn't such a challenge. So, now we're going to go along the coast to see what... Ah, there they are. These are sirens. Sirens, if you don't know your basic old mythologicals, are well known for charming people. Or disappearing and turning invisible. That's distressing. But they're worth a butt ton of experience points, so... hack away. Really? Really, you guys? Oh, jeez, Khalid's. How the hell did you get... Well, I guess Khalid still counts as male in order for the purposes of everything else. Oh, well. Was there someone walking over there? Emmeline? Kindly stop dying to Khalid's sword. Khalid, stop being magically flustered. Thank you. But yeah, the sirens all seem to drop pearls as well as magical arrows. Oh, arrows are biting. Yep. So there's that. going for us. Might as well sort all those things and continue along the side of the beach here, where there is going to be a thing, I swear. I probably should just have her cast clairvoyance. So sorely tempting. Oh, more sirens. These ones actually talk to us first. This is not your place. This is the home of Syl's tribe. Dirty landfolk, you shall suffer for your trespass. Yeah, and by suffer for our trespass, she means try to kill us.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to do the sensible thing and try to surround them as much as possible. Glorious. You gotta love when a good plan comes to fruition. You also gotta absolutely love when your resident cleric has to spend his turn dispelling magic. There we go. So here's also something I found out while researching online. Evidently, the... Wow, I completely forgot what... Okay, the clerics in this game also have different powers and abilities, more or less. Like, for example, Bronwyn had the ability to cast that one... Right, I forgot. Had the ability to cast Spiritual Hammer once per day. Which is a nice little trick, in complete honesty. And yes, those were flesh golems.
Yep.
And yes, I completely forgot that I should be searching for traps.
I'm gone.
And triple yes, Darius was held because he's not using his anti-spider sword. Like a dingus. If I remember correctly, there's yet another one up y'all. Everyone's still kind of a little hurt.
I'll do my best.
Kind of wish Darius would hurry up and stop being held. Anytime now, Dar. Anytime now. Do it. That is a long hold person spell, just saying.
Something most unnatural here, and I want no part of it.
If it weren't for the rest of the party, he'd likely be dead. So the treasure that was being spoke of is actually in this very room. Right here. And it's quite a bit. But the bestest of this treasure is this. The Manual of Bodily Health. A typical manual of bodily health provides the reader with valuable information regarding preventative medicine, basic first aid, and proper muscle toning. As if this isn't enough, the manual is also magically enchanted, thereby allowing an individual to raise his or her constitution by a single point. Unfortunately, the manual will disappear after the single use. So, obviously, we're going to give that to our main character. We'll read that shit at his first earliest convenience. Now, these other two are pretty interesting tools. That's a bolt. That's arrows. More arrows. Lots of arrows. Only arrows all the time. Relaire's Mistake. Cloak of the Wolf. A great amount of irony surrounds the creation of this magical cloak. Relaire was a mage who overestimated the amount of control he had over magic, and in the course of creating this garment, he apparently inflicted lycanthropy upon himself. The wearer can change from form whenever he wishes. Relaire was not so lucky. So, yeah, the wearer of this cloak can polymorph into a wolf at will. That is insane, and it's going on Dar. And I had made a comment before how this kind of suits him, seeing as the original 3.5 incarnation of Darius Stomu was able to turn into a bear because He was a bear warrior. I think this ended up being a wand of paralysis, which essentially allows you to cast the paralyze spell so many times before its charges wear out. You're never gonna find anything ever again, are you, M.O.N.? Could walk as slow as a snail, and you won't find nothing.
Go on then.
Just nothing.
I'm on it.
Oh well. M.O.N. Where are all of you going? M.O.N. Run. Attack. Thank you.
I'm on it.
You know what? Whatever at that point. Wait. Whoop. Not even sure what spell that was. But everyone's alive, so I can't complain.
Right, what's this then?
So, as far as I know, this is it for this area. Unless there was something else I had somehow forgot along the way. This entire area has only really these 2 points of interest. Safana, which was around here somewhere, which I tried to finish more or less the quest without her and then go back and didn't get anything, so meh. So onward we shall continue. Now again, I don't recall you though. I know why you're here. It's the same region everyone else comes to see me. You shall get the same answer. I do not know when the iron shortage will let up. I have no clue as to who controls the bandits in the area. I have no interest in accompanying you to the gambling tables in Baldur's Gate. I actually don't know this gal. Pardon me, but if you do not trouble yourself with the events of the day, what purpose do your stargazing events serve? What purpose? The Sarah Coast is by no means the center of the universe. Lives and dramas are lived out across the realms. There are lands closer than you would think that neither know nor care about our little problems. And what of these lands? What intrigues lay beyond our borders? Well, just across the southern mountains there are troubles brewing in Great Alm that will make our current concerns seem small in comparison. To the far north there's a city where winter never rears its ugly head. A city that has not been seen or heard from for many a year, but will soon become the return of a multitude of citizens. Welcome the return of multitude. Bleh. Both of these events will unfold regardless of our current troubles. Great may be our concerns, but much more is on the horizon. Leave me be. I have much to think about. Oh, she's the Foreshadow lady. So, on top of this game, there are expansions and other games in this same scheme of D&D and the Infinity Engine and all that fun stuff. I guess that was precluding the expansion of Shadows of Alm, Icewind Dale, I want to say too, because far north, place that no one's seen or heard about for a long ass pimp time, all that fun stuff. I actually kept on pressing her for the other matters, and she ended up not liking me and tried to attack me. Why does everyone try to attack me? Seriously. Everyone, please. Yeah, that was a good shot. Alright, I'm gonna try to leave out of here. Yeah. And what I was... Do I have it prepared? I don't have it prepared. I'm gonna prepare it. Is the clairvoyance spell. Caster is able to view an area of the entire map. After casting the spell, simply click on the section of the map that you want to view. No, that's not the one. Harper's Call. What? I did not notice this one. I'll look into it in a bit. Was it you that had it? Yeah, you had it. Clairvoyance. Jeez. We'll get rid of a fireball for it. Quick rest. And why not?
What is it this time?
We'll give it a casting so that we can have a little overview of the place. We'll give it a quick casting so that we can have an overview of the place.
Perhaps this group needs not quite as much help as I thought.
Yeah. Nothing like a good old clairvoyance spell. So there's the cave. There's the watchtower, sea tower, whatever tower, lighthouse, that's the word for it. That's about it though. It's a nice map. It's a really pretty map. It's only a shame that there wasn't as much going on here as I thought there was.
I'm on it.
But with that said, we're gonna head on up to the Friendly Arms Inn, have ourselves a real quick rest,
Sorted.
and then we're gonna start heading up, over to Baldur's Gate. Not actually into Baldur's Gate just yet, but there's a few things that I wanted to do so that you guys will know where it is that I had initially gotten a little bit of little angry at the fact that I hadn't been recording my mic. And I know what you're probably saying. Hey Dar, why don't you just
Right, what's this then?
voice over that noise? And no, because that would also involve all of the recounting of tales and all the reading of stuff which may just disappear from the screen as I'm reading them. I don't want that to happen. That said, let's head on north.
Good on you if you save the day.
Yeah, good on me if I save the day.
I'm on it.
No, I should really just cast the clairvoyance spell to get rid of this big black blotch. That'd be a smart thing, though. Now what we gotta do is wait for the characters to get over there. Really, guys? Alright. That's fine. You're smart fellows. So I like to think. This also provides me an opportunity to drink my tequila spiked coffee, because that was quite a stressful event, having realized, oh hey, all of that work I did for nearly 2 hours is gone. Coffee. I think I put a little bit too much tequila in there. I've not had tequila in forever. You guys seriously lagging behind? Of course it's the dwarf and the two heavily armored individuals. I mean, I know that dwarves initially have a slow lay-in speed when it comes to 3.5. I don't know how it is for advanced D&D, 2nd edition, any of that noise. Alright.
Sorted.
So, oh, okay. I probably could have put these guys to sleep first. But where'd be the fun in that? Yes. So yeah. Bandits, they dropped scalps. I grabbed them. They were good. Now here, this one was an actually pretty interesting quest. And I'm really sorry that all of the dialogue that I had during it was just lost, because it's honestly a really good quest and really asks yourself of your own what's the word I want to go for? Humanity, I guess.
Keep your heads about you and we'll work it out. We just need a little help is all.
Damn it, Jebediah. We can't go on like this forever. There's no way we can keep quotas up when we're afraid to come near the nets. Excuse me, who are you? Can't you see I have trouble on my mind? Leave me and mine alone. Ease off for a second there, Jebediah. They're rough looking, but maybe they can help us with the problem. Oh yeah, the problem. Sorry for my manner, but we are poor folk who not accustomed to trouble, and it's hard times now. We can't but get a boat on the water before she's swamped by the rains. Is that bitch of Umberly? She's the one. Steady, Tellman. What he means is we're being harassed by a priest of the bitch Queen Umberly. We don't even know why, but whenever we attempt to fish, she turns the weather sour. 2 of us were washed away just walking to the docks, but we cannot prove to the guard it was her. We'd be needing someone to strong arm her into leaving us alone. We've not much money, but I'll gladly give you a magical weapon from my grandfather's adventuring days. It's a meager amount for your trouble, but it would be a great service to us. Would you help a group of poor fishermen? Your offer is fair. Consider it done. Ah, I knew we could depend on you to do what's right. She hides out near a small shack to the north. Watch your backs and act quickly. She's tricky. Good luck, brave friends. Yep. Little old sea hag doing problems. And oh yeah, by the way, ankeg nest. All that screeching and crying, that's ankegs. And if you just so happen to be careless enough, you'll run into them. But in full honesty, at the level we are now, ankegs aren't much of a trouble. They do a fair amount of damage. But I mean, yeah. Gotta remember they spit acid and all that fun stuff, but they're worth a lot of experience points. So you can still take ankeg heads to the blacksmith down in Baragost. You still get 500 gold pieces from each of it. And what I had done is given Khalid here the potions of Frost Giant Strength in order to carry all of them. Because 7 at a time versus like 2 or 3.
Please, will no one help me? Anyone? I've nowhere else to be turning.
Please, you're young and strapping. Can you lend a neighbor a hand? There's something going on in my farm and I can't afford to hire help. I've nothing to offer you to save my gratitude. You need to look no further for aid. What can I do? Oh, by the Great Mother, thank you. My son Nathan and his friends went looking for our missing cattle. Then they just up and disappeared. Been gone for days now, and with all the bandits around, who knows what's happened. I don't know where they'd be heading, but I saw some sort of tracks in the west. But please find Nathan. I can't afford to keep the farm without my son. So I don't know if this one's a timed quest, but this will definitely give me a chance to try to figure it out. So to the west. Oh, there just so happens to be this ginormous freaking hole here. I wonder where her son went. I'm just gonna have her cast a clairvoyant spell this time. Spell failed indoors. Okay, I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know you can't cast clairvoyance indoors. It's a little funky if you ask me, but what do I know? So where the sun is it's in here somewhere. No. Should be just this littlest looking of caches. I actually killed quite a few ankegs while I was exploring this area, simply because, I mean, they're trying to kill you, man. Despite what some groups might tell you, ankegs are kind of murderous bastards. Oh.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Now, do not ask me why ankegs have just this treasure trove of stuff here. That includes a wand of fireballs. Ah, jeez. Put things in their right places. What amounts to a wand of fireballs, a chainmail +1, I want to say, and a +1 dagger, along with more daggers of wounding, some antidotes, potions of finding stuff, and oh, that's a corpse. So yeah, I don't think it actually matters how fast you get here in time. Attempt to get here in time in order to find the sun. I think Brun's dead son is just kind of always a thing. And he weighs 110 pounds, so the first time I came in here, he was very, very heavy, and I was already...
Needs not quite as much help as I thought.
Thank you. And I was already laden down with like 5 Ankeg heads. So I was a little bit surprised and a little perturbed because I was very ready to get out of here. Because I had faced like something about 15 Ankegs beforehand. Which, you know, it's no small feat, but
'Twill be hard going without my son.
I'm afraid Nathan is dead, sir. He died defending your farm from a nest of strange beasts. No, not my own son. It's a black day. He died for this farm, but I'm too old to work it and too poor to hire someone else. Lost him and the land. At least now I know. Thank you for your help, but I wish to be alone now. So he's understandably upset. Go figure, ambushed. I was trying to rest so that I can get another clairvoyance spell off. I'm not sure why the hell I'm picking up stuff. Critical. Rest. There we go.
What is it this time?
And we'll get off of clairvoyance. Nice. So, are they seriously teasing us with a landmass over here? Anyways, so somewhere over here, there's also a lady.
You right, what's this then?
Excuse me, who stops you and is all like, "Hey, you're here to hunt Ankegs, right? Well, good thing you're here, but you can only hunt 4 of them. Any more than you risk putting them extinct." And I'm just like, "Lady, they're attacking me from every way from Friday. I don't care." Like I said, every way from Friday. That said, though, they are worth a good chunk of experience. So, if you ever do find yourself low enough level, but high enough level in order to take them out, just chill out around here for a while. Alright, let's do a quick rest again so that I can... Fine, can I escape? There we go. So we head on north. Can I rest here? Yes.
You rang?
It's a whole lot ceremonious than I was expecting to do it before. But at the same time, I'm just a little bit perturbed. So this is the gate bridge that leads up to Baldur's Gate. Lovely gate it is. But we're not going up there yet. We are actually going northward to this little hut that we saw up here. It's amazing how much progress I get done once I actually know what is going on. And once I remember that I have the clairvoyance spell. Because the clairvoyance spell I severely need to use more often. And here we are. Behold, Tenya.
Stop! You are trespassing on my land home.
None come this way armed as you are. It was those horrible fishermen that hired you, wasn't it? Speak! Now, you can be a dick and just kill the kid, but apparently she's a kid. They did send me, but I wish only to know what is going on. What goes on is none of your business. Leave now, lest you earn the same fate as they have.
Umberly guides my way.
Gotta keep bothering her. You return? I warn you once again to leave my home. If you do not, I must assume you are allied with my enemies. They did send me, but I only wish to know what is going on. As cowardly as they are treacherous, hiring others to do what they could not, tonight I shall put an end to all of this. The sea cries for vengeance. And then you have to kill a kid. That didn't last long. Why do you do this? Don't you know that they're what they've done? Sonder and the others. They are the evil ones here. They killed my mother and now you help them? She only did her duty collecting the offerings from those that would use the sea. They stole her elemental summoning bowl and tortured her for the words that make it work. Now they all misused a gift from Umberly to pillage the seas, and my mother's spirit can't rest until it's returned. I have more power than my mother had. Umberly gave me her anchor, but I can't find the bowl. All I can do is hurt them till they give it back or die, but I'm so tired. I don't have mother's will, and the goddess is so demanding. Help me, please. Child, I shall help as best as I can. Thank you. The Sea Queen may yet be satisfied with the return of the bowl, but one way or another, Saunders' group must no longer profit at her expense. It is probably being hidden in a shrine to some other god. I don't know where the shrine is and couldn't go near even if I did. But Sonder may tell you, if you ask him with a blade. Go now, for Umberly is seldom patient and you're not yet on her good side. Fun fact, I actually went north up here just to explore a little bit more about the area when I forgot that clairvoyance was a thing. And ran into an Ankeg. I don't know what an Ankeg is doing so close to the kid's home or whatnot. Well, I do know, but meh. I wonder if I could have gone north there. Could I have gone north? I probably could have exited north. Would have been a lot faster. Oh well. I hadn't used that book. Bam! 7 more hit points. So here's also what I learned when I was perusing through the manual, which, by the way, I absolutely love this game's manual. Mostly because you could, in theory, play advanced Dungeons and Dragons just with the manuals of this game alone. I dig that kind of crap. Anyways, let's head on back down. Back on down. Oh, that's the lady I was talking about, by the way. I ain't gonna bother with it because it's essentially go forth and kill only 4 Ankegs. And I managed to do it just barely. Like, I had killed 2 Ankegs right after she had spoken with me. And then another 3 popped up, and I managed to run away from the 3rd in time before... Rawr! So this is the fun part. Just run on back. It's fine though. I think I remember the chain of conversation I had. If I don't, well, I might just end up killing some people. In which case, oh no, I killed some dicks.
Cool tempers will prevail.
Back, I see. Have you done it? Have you killed the bitch? The priestess had much to say about the group of you. She knows we sent you? Damn it, she'll kill us all for... Hold your tongue, Tilnum. Now I warned you she was treacherous. You've gone and believed her lies, haven't you? What did she say? We stole some bowl or something? Seems a pretty shallow excuse to kill us over, doesn't it? Now, as I said before, we are but poor fishermen, but what if we toss in another 100 gold? Will that change your mind? The children has said that you killed her mother and have been taking far too much from the seas. I don't like being used, Sonner. It makes me angry. Well, that's it then. The jig's up, isn't it? The bitch priestesses was taking tribute for us for years. The prices just kept climbing. We can't sail without appeasing Umberly. The clerics of Talos and Baldur's Gate said, suffice to say, we made other arrangements for safe passage at sea. Part of that deal was a little payback as well. So you see, we're all pawns with the friendly rivalries of the gods. You had best tread carefully, lest you step on some pretty powerful toes. Now, I don't know which one of these is the one that would make it so as you would kill these guys, but I would really like to kill these guys. Give me the bowl, Sonner. I'll not ask you nicely a second time. I suppose I have a little choice then. I've had it on me the entire time. We felt it was safest that way. Take it, but know that the Storm Lord knows who it is that opposes him. You've got what you came for, now get out of here. I should stay well away from any Talos shrine if I were you. Vengeful things, these gods. My inventory is full. Like a dingus. That's a color spray spell. Oh, no. There it is. Bowl of Water Elemental Control. This magical bowl holds great power in that it grants the owner a certain degree of control over magical creatures known as water elementals. As is the case with all elemental forces, this control can be turned towards either good or evil, law or chaos. One would therefore be well advised to use discretion when dealing with any such creatures. Yes, discretion. But we got some journal updates that says, hey, we pissed off some Talos people. Way to go. Which I have no problem with. I believe I had stated this before. I have no real problem with using violence to get things done. But in general, just wanton destruction, which apparently Talos is the deity of, is one of those things where it's like, no thank you. Am I using that word right? Wanton destruction? I've always heard wanton destruction as a thing. You know, when to just do a thing at what seems like random. I remember my mother kind of getting on my case about it when I was a kid. It's like, why are you referring to Chinese food? It's like, Mom, no, it's apparently a saying. Shut up.
Umberly guides my way.
You returned. I trust you bear good news. Here's the bowl that was taken from your mother. Perhaps now she will rest. Umberly is mother now, and she will be pleased. She is well pleased, rather. She will deal with Sonner's group in time, and Talos will no doubt abandon them for their failure. If they are wise, they will never set sail again, for the sea will take their worthless lives. I have no reward for you, but the Sea Queen remembers those that serve her well. You will be paid in time. And then the Munchen door's out. Awesome. Now, I'm going to draw a close to this as I'm crossing the bridge into Baldur's Gate. But mild differences is that between this save that I'm going to end on and the last save, which would have been episode 64, is that a lot more experience points, a lot more gold. I'm pretty sure a couple of characters had actually leveled up. It was, I want to say, Imoen and Jahira had leveled up. I honestly hate that all those recordings had ended up being so useless. Oh well. C'est la vie, 'tis the life of a Let's Player. It's so stupid too. I had forgotten to turn my mic back on after a stream that I had done. So, it's entirely my own fault.
I serve the flaming fist.
Entrance tax is 6 pieces for each party of travelers. Please announce your point of origin. Candlekeep. You'll have to wait here. My commander wishes to have a word with you. I thought I was in so much trouble right here. First off, let me introduce myself. I am Scar, second in command of this Flaming Fist. It was not necessary for you to reveal your names. Please answer me this. Are you the group that was involved in the trouble at the Nashkel mines? Yeah, that was us. Well, I have to say you've made quite the commotion up here in Baldur's Gate. I can't really put my finger on a single source, but there have been many strange happenings going on within the city. It's been getting harder and harder for me to put trust in anyone. anyone. I need outsiders to do some investigations, people with no connections to anyone within the city. Would you be interested in working for me in such a capacity? I mean, if it pays well, sure. Alright then. What I'm about to tell you must be held in the strictest confidence. Do you understand? I need you to begin an investigation of the Seven Sons trading coster. The Seven Sons leadership has been acting strangely of late. They've been selling off valuable assets and neglecting many of their more profitable trading ventures. Considering the importance that the trading coster holds over the economy of the city, the Grand Dukes are noticeably upset. I've gone to talk with the coster's head, Jasso. He rudely rebuffed me, telling me to mind my own business. I've known Jasso for many years, and this isn't his usual behavior. I can't start up an official investigation, as there's no real reason for doing so. That's why I need you. We're ready to go for it, but there's something you need to know first. We think that the Iron Throne may be behind recent events along the coast. At the mines of Nashgalen and in Cloakwood, we've learned much about the goals and methods of the Iron Throne, and it doesn't bode well for the future of this region. Well, that sheds some new light on things. There's nothing I can really do about it now, but I'll make sure to look into it. I want you to break into the Seven Sons compound and find out what's wrong. Use stealth in your investigations. I don't want this operation to cause too much fuss. The most important person to watch out for is Jasso. Once you've found out as much as possible, report back to me at the Flaming Fist compound. I'll pay you 2,000 gold for this favor. The estate is located on the southwest side of town. I wish you all the best of luck. Remember, once you're done at the Seven Sides estate, it's imperative that you meet me at the Flaming Fist barracks, which are just west of the Seven Sons. And that's where I'll call it for this episode, because that's where I left off when I had figured out, hey, recording's done goofed. I cannot say for that time. I did that literally exact same thing beforehand. I feel like a dingus again. So, thank you all so very much for watching. I'm sorry for what essentially amounts to a speed run of these last couple of sections. Really, all you guys had missed was me fighting a bunch of Ankegs, running back to Baragost, trading in Ankeg heads, trading in bandit scalps, saying, oh, I gotta do this again for a butt ton of money, and a couple of level ups. I'll try to go over them at the start of the next video, but otherwise, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this series as much as I am enjoying playing it, and even replaying it at certain sections. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care. Cheers.